everybody? Welcome to General Hospital MV, my GH After Show. It is my grandmother's birthday today, and if you guys didn't know, she, my mother, and myself, we all live together in this one house, so we're all hunkered down in these trying times. But I am determined to make it a very special birthday for her, so I'm going to keep this video short. So with that said, let's discuss the highlights. Harmony is starting to show up on people's radar. She shows up to Brando's brand new garage with a brand spanking new car with absolutely nothing wrong with it. Jason happens to be there and he sees how nervous she's acting. Personally, I think that Cyrus sent her there to sort of feel it out because he probably figured out that Sunny and Jason gave that to Brando. Either way, hopefully Jason puts the connection together so we can get this story over with, although I think it's going to be a while. Jordan sadly has to throw down with Cyrus in order to keep TJ safe, but Sam was actually trying to track TJ down for Molly. She got Spinelli to help her track down his phone's coordinates. She gives those coordinates to Jordan and she tries to find TJ. Sadly, all she found was his phone smashed in an alleyway. Sadly, by the end of the week, she was shuffling police around so that Cyrus could get through with his shipments and bring drugs into Port Charles. Sad, sad Jordan. Just tell Curtis the truth. Speaking of Curtis and speaking of truths, Curtis goes to Portia, Trina's mother, to confront her about Trina. Turns out they did have a relationship, a sexual one, and the timing seems right to Curtis that Trina could possibly be his daughter. However, Portia denies flat out that she is his daughter. She says that Marcus is in fact her father, but I still believe that she is a lying liar who lies. So I'm sure eventually it's going to be found out that Trina is his daughter. Y'all heard it before, Trina was looking into her family tree and found another connection in Port Charles, and Stella found the same, so it makes sense that Curtis is her father. It's only a matter of time before we find out the truth, even though we already know it. Curtis, you're blind. I don't even have to mention the soap troupe, but I will, that Trina absolutely hates Curtis right now. It just makes sense that they're father and daughter. Speaking of Trina, she and Cameron had a moment, an awkward moment, a really awkward moment. The two of them have been bonding over their traumatic experience and they end up locking lips, and I have not seen a more awkward kiss on this show ever. It was so awkward and I was laughing so hard. But honestly, I am here for Cameron and Trina. I definitely prefer them over Cameron and Jocelyn. Jocelyn is too caught up in her own world for Cameron. He doesn't get any of her attention. Right now, she is obsessed with her English teacher. And trust girl, that is not a road you want to go down. Christina already went down that road. It did not end well. And plus, he is like 20 years older than you and you are underage. Don't do it. I don't think he'd go for it, but still, girl, do not go down that road. You know, it's a little bit ironic. Jocelyn is under quarantine right now due to the mob violence while we're all under quarantine because of a virus outbreak. It's like General Hospital back in 2006 all over again, but in the real world. This is not what I meant when I said I wanted my life to be as exciting as the soap. This is not fun. Alright, let's quickly discuss Nell. Now, she has visitation rights to Wiley, so she shows up at the Quartermain mansion all happy and smug and just constantly trying to rub it in Michael's face, but thankfully Chase shows up because, you know, he's best buds with Michael just to make her really uncomfortable and just be there to hang out and watch. And we'll see how long that lasts because Sasha has a brilliant idea to have Michael and Willow, get married, and Chase was not happy about it, obviously, although Michael and Willow were kind of considering it. You need a plan B, guys. I am not here for this at all. Moving on, we got to see an all-out war breakout between Lulu and Brooklyn this week. Brooklyn started her job at ELQ and she decides to live stream on Facebook. That's right, Facebook, not my face, Facebook. And Lulu happens to notice that there are some classified documents on the desk while she's live streaming and she breaks the story to the invader. I am honestly Team Brooklyn on this one. That was so damn petty. You know that the Quartermains are essentially like your family too, Lulu, and you just spit in their faces and screwed over their business, and they lost millions of dollars because of your petty vendetta against Brooklyn. And then they just had an all-out brawl at the Metrocourt restaurant. They were throwing champagne at each other and glassware, and of course Valentine happened to be there and filmed the whole thing. You know that he's going to use that to get custody of Charlotte, and he's probably going to use that footage to get Brooklyn's shares as well. So again, Valentine is going to win because of this stupid mess. Good job, Lulu. Good job. Chase showed up to break up the fight, and of course he got Brooklyn's hands again, and he, I think, got his nose broken from her. and he arrested her, but he didn't arrest Lulu, even though he walked in on Lulu throwing glass at Brooklyn. That made absolutely no sense to me whatsoever. Let's talk about Maxie for a minute. If you guys didn't know, Maxie has been contemplating leaving Crimson for a while. She obviously pretty much carries the magazine on her own and still gets paid what her current position is and doesn't seem to get noticed by Nina at all. So she decides to confront Nina, and Nina was actually gung-ho to give her a new position and a raise, except Jack says, "We can't do it." And Maxie was pissed. She decides to quit Crimson, and then she decides that she's going to work for Deception. That's Lucy Coe's upcoming magazine. As you guys know, Deception and Crimson kind of had a bit of a partnership going, but that all went down the drain once Nina realized that she was looking to hire Maxie from underneath her. And since that went down the drain, Valentine was just up and ready to give her an offer to invest in the magazine, and she took that investment from him. And of course, Maxie's going to end up working for Lucy too, so it's just going to be a bigger mess that will put Valentine back on top. I am honestly so sick of bad guys winning. When are they going to lose? Maxie is already madly in love with one other bad guy. She doesn't need two in her life right now. Hopefully Spinelli and Jason and Robert manage to figure out how Peter framed Liesel so we can get her out of there. I would love Spinelli to save his Maximista all over again. I actually feel so bad for Liesel because not even Britt believes her. I cannot wait till Robert and Jason and Spinelli prove her innocent so that she can get out of jail and spit in all her friends' faces that threw her under the bus and say, "I told you so," or "I told you so" in German, however you say that. If you guys speak German, let me know how you say that in the comments below. And last but not least, Franco and Elizabeth are having money troubles. Alright, so I'm going to end the video here. Sorry, there's not much else to that story right now. But yeah, I'm going to end the video here so that I can help my grandmother celebrate her birthday. If you like this video, give it a big old thumbs up, subscribe if you want to, and I will catch you guys next time.